Sandman! Welcome to SCNN Local News Edition. I'm Isabella Jordan.
And I'm Cadence Roth. Ah! Everyone get out of here! People are escaping the Cape!
What are you talking about?
Someone said thousands of people escaped the Cape on Sunday.
Not really. It's a triathlon named Escape the Cape.
Phew! Well, that makes me feel better knowing people aren't trying to leave because of some disaster or something.
Over 1,700 people swam, biked, and ran through North Cape May on Sunday, June 4th, in the 5th annual Escape the Cape Triathlon. Talking with one of the brave athletes on the North Cape May Lewis Ferry is Nandi and Isolina.
Thanks, Bella and Cadence. I'm Nandi Hannah here with Isolina Bourne, talking with Angel Torres, who jumped off this very ferry, which is 12 feet high.
Very interesting, Nandi. Hi, Angel. Weren't you afraid of jumping off the ferry? It's so high, and the water is freezing. And what about sharks?
Well, Isolina, it is high, but I've been training in the cold water, so I'm not afraid of that. And the jump is over in less than a second. As for the sharks, I'm glad they weren't hungry that morning. I heard you did the race with some of our Sandman athletes. Yeah, I jumped off the ferry with Miss Osmondson and rode my bike behind Miss Vimard.
Thanks, Angel. Speaking of sharks, let's go to Blake and Braden to hear more about them.
Hi everyone, I'm Blake Horton.
And I'm Braden Hamilton.
We're going to hook you up with salty facts about sharks and our very own Mary Lee.
With the triathlon this past weekend, everyone's mind was on whether or not Cape May's own great white shark, Mary Lee, would make an appearance, but it's good to know that sharks like Mary Lee and others prefer to dine on squid and schools of small fish.
That's right. Also, great white sharks usually swim in cooler, deep waters far away from any swimmers. If you do want to check in on Mary Lee, go to osearch.org to view her track.
You bet I'm going to be checking the tracker before I head to the beach. Now back to Isabella and Cadence.
Thanks for the information on Escape the Cape and Mary Lee.
With a great white shark in the water, you can bet I'll be rowing my boat gently out of the sea.
Row, row, row your boat merrily down the stream. Don't be salty because the shark is just a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 forget what I said before. The shark is not a dream.
Good morning, Sandman! I'm Mahogany Kelly Hurd, and I am here with
Kayshawn Mitchell
and Destiny Mikowski. We all know that pollution is bad for the environment, which in turn is bad for us. But some people have a more out of sight, out of mind mentality. When they dispose of their unwanted materials improperly, they think it's not their problem.
That's right, Mahogany. In our science class, we have been learning about the largest ocean cleanup in history. It's not enough to just stop littering and properly discarding old stuff. We also need to clean up or remove waste that is floating around in our oceans.
You're exactly right, Kayshawn. We also learned that trash accumulates in 5 ocean garbage patches. The largest in the Great Pacific Ocean garbage patch is found between California and Hawaii.
Yes, Destiny. Remember we watched a video about a man named Boyan Slot who founded the ocean's cleanup. He had an idea to develop a plan to begin to remove the plastics accumulating in our ocean.
He became interested in the problem when he was out snorkeling or scuba diving and saw more plastic than fish.
Here's Keynes Kobiaka on the location with scientist Brett Weidman and Automoden from the ocean cleanup.
The vast majority of ocean plastic will not go away by itself, but instead slowly break down into microplastics. Is that right, Brett?
These microplastics are being mistaken for food and marine life, such as sea turtles, seals, and birds eat it, which poisons them. These very small pieces of plastic debris end up in fish that often enter our own food supply.
That doesn't sound easy.
No, it isn't, and it costs a lot of money and takes a lot of time and research to prepare. Brian and our large team of scientists are working together to invest, test, and fine-tune a system that can withstand the natural elements in the ocean.
After a year of experimenting with ideas and simple tests, we developed a plan to use the ocean currents to our advantage and let them be the driving force behind catching and concentrating the plastic.
Yes, Brett, that is the idea. Instead of going after the plastic, you let the plastic come to you. Then you ship the plastic to land and properly recycle it.
Hold on. One more fact. This idea is projected to clean up 50% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in 5 years.
Thank you so much for sharing your expertise. Now back to the studio.
Wow, thanks for that report. In conclusion, we would like to let you know that the Oceans Cleanup is a non-profit organization that has collected $31.5 million in donations since 2013.
This important cause continues to receive donations from many people around the world who want to make a difference.
The Ocean Cleanup floating plastic collecting systems will begin deployment to the Great Pacific Garbage Patch within the next 12 months.
See you later, Sandman!
Good morning, Sandman. Our school news report is actually a special news broadcast that was put together by our very own Sandman Consolidated School peer leaders.
You have probably seen our peer leaders throughout our school leading new students in school tours, helping prepare for special events, and while just generally doing a great job setting an example for the rest of the student body here at Sandman.
That's right. Our peer leaders truly lead by example, which is a large part of how they are selected to participate in our school peer leader program. Ms. Nelson, our school guidance counselor, sends out an application in the fall to all 6th grade students who are interested in joining the program. Then she selects a group of students who have shown great character, behavior, and attendance in their time at Sandman. Not everyone who applies is accepted into the program. It is truly an honor and should not be taken lightly.
That's right, Braylon. I have definitely enjoyed watching our school peer leaders this year. I'm sure Miss Nelson will have a lot of great students to choose from next year. Now for the special report put together by this year's amazing Sandman student peer leaders covering an anti-bullying convention they attended earlier this year.
To view this report, ask your teacher to show you the second link in their email from Principal Cathcart. We hope you enjoy the very special message they have prepared.